Okay, folks, thanks. This is your afternoon session, portfolio development. I hope you're having a good day. We're looking at project management again, so let's crack on straight away. You know where we are by now. You're week 9. We are 13th to the 11th, Friday the 13th. Oh, unlucky for some. Not you lot, though, because you've got me for the next 2 hours. You lucky, lucky people. As always, stay on task, ask for help if needed. Sign the register. If you've not signed the register yet, what are you doing? Okay, if I'm talking, I need 100% of your attention. Please keep all your conversation relevant. Keep them to the replies of each slide. Don't start new conversations. Make the most of your time in session and back up all your work all the time, every evening, forever and ever. Somewhere. Okay, I know the people who aren't backing up. Believe me, I know. Okay, we're looking at updating our blog, including task evaluation, all that sort of stuff. And we're developing the understanding of project management and the associated techniques. You must today update your blog and complete project management work. You should update and annotate blog and include evaluation and complete project management work. Update and annotate blog and include evaluation, including targets and goals on what they need to do better in the next task, and complete project management work. You could do that. Project management and blogs, that's what I'm going to be looking for. So, prior knowledge. Why should we make documents related to the development of a project? So as a project goes on and you're developing it, you've gone from your first initial ideas. Why should we make documents related to the development of it? By this I mean, why should we log things like that we've done and what went well and what didn't go so well? Why should we make documents on that? Okay, have 5 minutes. Bang that through to me on the DMs, please, ASAP. Speak soon. And you're back in the room. Okay, assessment criteria, part 1. Explore and develop professional skills and behaviours. This is all related to your essay things, your documents that I'm asking you to produce. So in this case, it's the project management document. Generally competent and adequate gets you the pass, as always. Merit, clear and effective. Be clear, be effective, and you will get a merit. Distinction, accomplished and thorough, as always. But we also have the second assessment criteria. When we're looking through your blogs, this is what we're going to be looking for. Exploring and developing communication skills. Your pass, generally competent and adequate. Make sure it's generally competent and adequate. The text in that you put on your blog. Let's have a look. Merit, clear and effective. Effective communication of meaning, purpose, and function of work in relation to intentions and audience. So you should be writing quite substantial pieces for each piece that you put up. Now, in the first week, we just got you to put these light evaluations of I like this, I didn't like that, I could have done this better, yada, yada, yada. Now we're looking for something a bit more, give it a bit more meat and distinction. We're looking fluid in imaginative communication of meaning, purpose and function of work in relation to intentions and audience. Keep these in mind. Okay, right, this first task. I don't know if Ofsted reports are available online. This might take some research, but I'd like you to have a look for it. I've not looked for it myself. I want you to see if you can find for me any Ofsted reports or cases where Ofsted have been called in. So, you might look up cases of bullying in schools. You might have looked up cases of welfare, where abuse has happened. Of inappropriate relationship, anything like this, where the welfare of the student has come into question. It might be a news article where it says, and Ofsted reported that this happened. Have a little look see if you can find any reports. Don't necessarily have to be Ofsted reports, but related to historical safeguarding issues in a college or a school. What I want you to do is write down what the issue was. So, what happened and that sort of thing. And then speculate for me, please. Say what you think that the school or college could have done differently to combat this. So in 2015, Ofsted reported that XYZ College had 20 cases of bullying in one term reported. I think they could have a system put in place whereby the students could report. Okay, this is an example of what I'm looking for. I'm going to give you 15 minutes to do this. If you don't find anything, that might be understandable, but I'd like you to see what you can come up with. Again, as always, I'm going to be pushing you more for you to do your own personal research rather than me telling you exactly where to go, you reading it and then just copy and pasting it. So 15 minutes, have a little look, any reports or anything you can find that has a historical safeguarding issue. Write down what the issue was, say what you think the college could have done. 15 minutes starting now. Okay folks, project management, this is one of your tasks today. In your project management document that we're still all creating, answer the following questions. What is project documentation, and why should a method of project documentation such as a development document be used? We've just had a talk about this before, didn't we? You know, why might you use a development document? Why do these need revising and updating also? So why might you need to revise and update a development document? So if you're creating a development document, a production document that states what you're doing and when and how you're developing your project, why might it need to be revised and updated? So what we need to have in our project management document by the end of this this whole section, which ends in 2 weeks' time, we have to have all these things copied. So you'll see at the very bottom is the one project documentations, revisions and updating, e.g. a development document. So make a note of anything you do not currently have in your hang on, you don't need to do this bit just yet. Let's go back. Right, okay, you can have 30 minutes on what is production documentation, why should a method of production documentation such as development document be used, and why do these need revising and updating also. Okay, in 30 minutes folks, your time starts now. So like I said, what I almost went on to then was have a little look in your document and see what you currently have in your document. We may have covered some of these, we definitely have covered some of these already. By the end of the next 2 weeks, we will have all of these covered. If you've missed a session, you can find previous sessions on the Google Drive. You may want to actually pause this here now, because I want you to make a note of all these things that are highlighted in yellow. This is basically the list of everything that needs to be covered in your document. Okay, I'll let you do that. Come back to me, say 5 minutes or something like that. Okay. Right, okay, if you missed a session, you can find the previous sessions on the Google Drive. They are all there. I store all the PowerPoints onto the Google Drive. There are some of you that are missing sessions and not been to the Google Drive to look at the PowerPoint. Everybody always says to me when they're not coming in, don't worry, I'll look at the PowerPoint and do the work at another time. Few of the people who've said that to me are actually doing this, and I know this because the other week I didn't put up my PowerPoint and nobody who was off actually came to me and said the PowerPoint's not there. So if you are going to miss a session, you have to catch up because we need all this information in there. This is being marked. It's being marked on all these criteria. If you don't have one of these, how can I give you a pass? How can I pass you if one of these is not there in the document? Okay? Right. That said, for the rest of the session, please, folks, as always, update your blogs. Look at the text that you're putting in the blogs. This should be a little bit more now. You know, we should start to put some decent writing in the text section of your blogs for each piece. So please, can you complete this now? Finally, give me 2 things you didn't know before this session. The plenary. Thank you very much, folks. Send this through to me on the DM and have a lovely, lovely weekend. And I will see you, as always, in class next week, folks. Take good care of yourselves and each other. Bye-bye.